Yaniv? What do you mean, Yaniv? Not at the station. Oh, it doesn't stop random. It actually, um, it's entirely based on the inputs I gave it. So, for example, I'll make it go. It could be that. It could be because I haven't. Like, for example, I said the first drink is at 1100 steps from 0. And home is. I think I can do this. Give me a second. I'm going to find a marker. Okay, I got this. Yeah, no problem. It's gonna help me in the long run if people keep asking questions anyways. 0. Then I go to 3000. Hey Shach, how's it going? So let me just change this. Ugh, not that readable, but hopefully you understand now. So each of those numbers, I don't know if you can read them. I hope you can. You might not be able to read them when it's in the small view, but each of those numbers represent a step count away from 0. You can see zeros on the very far side there. And so what we're doing is that's the location. So if you select the 6th drink, perfect. If you select the 6th drink, you actually want to go to a step count destination of 12,100. The trick is you don't want to count out 12,100 steps. You want to count out 12,100 steps minus how many steps you've already progressed. So if we're at location 1, we take 12,100 and we minus 1,100 steps. That means we only have to count out, now watch me mess this up on stream, 11,000 steps. Yeah, I did it. So you only have to count out 11,000 steps, and in this case, to the right. So it's a positive value, which is what's going to happen. So if I'm going to switch back to the code. So if we look at the code here, we have the destination of, for the 6th drink, is 12,100. Our location, if we want to go to, so 12,100 minus, if we're already at, the 1st drink, that's the location. So it's saying, hey, I'm currently at location 1st drink. Here's where I want to get to. How many steps do I need to move? Now, if I do it in this order, this gives me a positive count. So its step difference is a positive value. Just delete that. If step difference is given a positive value and it's sent through the rotate function, down here we say, hey, if steps, which is what we passed it, if steps is a positive value, it gets assigned a direction of low. I basically am just adding 2,200 each time, except for the first time. And depending on how things go, Shach, I might actually just I might have to these values might have to be optimized. In the case, I might actually pull all these up to here, up to the, what is this called? I can't remember what this is called. Help me out. Variables. I think that's right. I might actually pull them up here to variables, and then I can set them all. Because as we go along here, we might find that, say, the 1st drink shouldn't be 1,100, but in fact is better off for the 1st drink's location to be 1,125. And we can make those kind of adjustments later. That's why I'm building it like this, where each destination has a certain step count instead of just adding and subtracting 2,200 every time. Anyway, so that's fixed. That's that. Now, steps gives me the number of steps I need to go. We write the direction. Float. Speed. Now, where are we getting speed from? 1. Being the fastest. Okay. So if I change this, so let's do some tests. I believe if I change this to, say 50, I will run faster. Good. I don't know if the explanation was so much for you as it was for me. I'm still trying to remember how I did everything. The idea here is, so I want to get acceleration going. So with that, I need to, yeah, if I wanted to simplify it, I could. Again, that's entirely dependent on every drink being equally stepped apart. Yeah, so like if we need to tweak it later on so that a step is like 5 steps further than it was before, stuff like that. Although I don't think we'll run into that problem because we're using servos to actuate the drinks instead of the cup itself. So if the cup's off by 5 steps, it's not going to make a difference. Anyways, back to acceleration. So the delay is what causes, or is how long we wait before we send the next step. We send another pulse to the step. I want to make the delay smaller. Do that if we go from was 60. If we go down from 160 to 50, the delay should be smaller, which then should allow us to step faster. And so this 50 right here might be the number we want to play with to figure out acceleration. I need to upload the code. Upload. I sure could, Shotch. In fact, I might actually write that down somewhere. I really need to make this noticeable. That'll make it noticeable. Alright, so with a delay of 50, see what you guys think, but I have a guess that I may have put the delay too low, but we're about to find out. It's either going to run really fast, and the cup's not even going to stay on the platform, or it's going to go so fast that the stepper actually can't drive it that fast. We're about to find out.